you doing? Do you see him? Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be reviewing a pet treat dispenser by Cengcen. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's Cengcen. This retails for $110 on Amazon. As a disclaimer, they did send this to me for review, but as always, I'll give you my honest opinions, the pros, the cons, and my final thoughts. I'm actually really excited to be reviewing this, given that most of us have worked from home during the pandemic, and currently many of us are transitioning back into the office. I hope your office is adopting a hybrid schedule where they let you work part-time from home, fingers crossed. But even if you're full-time in the office or part-time, our pets have probably gotten used to us being home all the time. So it's nice that when we do go back into the office, we have a way to check up on them and talk to them and give them treats throughout the day. So very excited. Wow. Okay, so this is actually really sleek in design. Here's like my hand for reference. I would say it's like 3.5 to 4 inches thick. So you are able to mount this, so it won't actually stick out of the wall that much. And here's my face for reference. It's actually not that big. This camera dispenser supports both 2.4 GHz and 5.0 GHz Wi-Fi. It is compatible with iOS 10.2 and iPhone 6 or later, or Android 4.2 or later. It provides a 130-degree view of your pet's movement. It can be used standing alone, or it can be mounted on the wall using the nail-free hooks provided. It has two-way audio, and it can detect natural light and auto-switch to night vision mode. You can also share this camera account with 2 other users, so the whole family or friends can play with your pet simultaneously. So they do have an app that I just downloaded, and it's just the brand name Cengcen. So let's set this up. All right, I'm gonna bring a table over here so we can set it up on something. So the cord plugs into the back, and you can actually wrap it around and through the sides, and they give you a lot of different options depending on how much wire you are using and how much you actually need to conceal. So that's really nice. So after the app is downloaded, open it, register the new account, then log into the app. Okay, so I have done that. First, click on the option Add a New Device. Click on the model you purchased from the top option, then click on the bottom Select Equipment. We have the 2.4 and 5 GHz. Click Next after connecting indoor Wi-Fi. A prompt for power on and installation of the equipment appears next after confirming.
Ready to be connected.
When the QR code for network configuration appears, align the QR code on the screen of the mobile phone with the camera on the front of the equipment and keep a distance of 15 to 20 centimeters. After hearing the connection beep sound, click Hear Tone.
Connection successful.
Yay! Okay, so 4 options will appear on the home page. Enter, edit, cloud storage, and detection record. So you basically see my whole house and my setup. Excuse the mess, we're still trying to move in. So let's see. Video, click again to finish recording. Ooh. So it saves directly to your camera roll. So let's get the treats out. So this is a 4th cup. See if it fits. So this is about 1 cup of food. And I'm assuming you fill it to the brim. Sven. Because here's the cover. So it just snaps on over. Okay, so I'm going to test this side button first. Oh shit! That's a lot of treats that got dispensed out. Okay, so I'm gonna dispense a treat via the app. So ready and okay. Dang, it dispenses a lot of treats. So I dispensed 2 treats now. And it looks like still pretty full. I don't know. I would say it dispenses like 30 pieces. I think if you were going to set this up on a table, you would have to move it closer to the edge because obviously there's these pieces here and you don't want your pet to jump up and knock the machine over. So there you go. And there's still some leftovers in there. So in the app, if you click the volume button, you can hear everything in live time. I want to try talking to them. I'm gonna go upstairs and see if I can talk to them.
Can you hear me? Louise? Louise, can you hear me?
Alright guys, I'm gonna review this in night mode later on today. So I look absolutely ridiculous testing the night mode. It was pitch black and I was essentially using what I could see on my phone through the pet treat dispenser camera. I found my way to Sven and this camera provided really good clarity for night mode. But for now, I'm gonna wrap up this review. So let's talk about pros and cons and my final thoughts. Pros. So the first pro I can think of is the design of this product. It's sleek and compact, so it doesn't take a lot of table space. And if you decide to mount it on the wall, it's not gonna stick out obnoxiously where you're gonna like knock into it. Again, it's only like 3 to 4 inches of like width. And another thing about the design is just, it's so like, look at it. The design of it is so clean and simple and it's gonna match your decor. It looks good everywhere. The second thing that I really liked is the angle of the camera. I feel like it is a wide angle, so it does get a lot, but the fact that it's angled, you can see more of your pets. So the third pro is the treat capacity. It actually holds up quite a bit. I put in 1 cup of dry food and there's still enough space for maybe another half a cup. So you can actually utilize this dispenser for quite a while if you're gonna max out on the treats. So I actually really like that this adapts from natural light to night mode. This will be great for those that work, you know, night shifts, or if you're ever doing some overtime, you can always use this to check up on your cats and, you know, say you're late for dinner. You're able to dispense some treats just to hold them over until you get home for dinner. So another pro is that the setup is actually really simple. You just download the app and it just walks you step by step. You just set up an account, eventually you get to a screen where it gives you a QR code and you use this camera, scan it, and it connects to your Wi-Fi. And boom, simple setup, love it, not a lot of fuss. So let's move on to cons. I honestly can only think of 2. The first one being that the dispenser actually has enough force to propel all the treats out. However, there is a little bit of a lag time. So near the end, after the majority of treats are already sitting and it gets pushed out, some are still falling, and so it either gets delayed and pushed out to like onto the table, and a lot of it is still sitting in the dispenser area, which it's not a big deal, but currently my house has a lot of ants, so this is going to attract ants if it stays there too long. And the second con is that it doesn't have automatic detection, or it does and you have to pay for that service. I see why they didn't include the auto record, because then a lot of videos get generated, and for them, they are actually like storing that footage and photos or whatever onto their own server, and that costs extra on their part, so then they need to kind of have you compensate. I kind of wish that they did like auto record and just save it directly to your phone, and then if you run out of storage, then that's on you. But I kind of get it. Here are my final thoughts. Overall, I think this is actually really awesome thing to have around the house, especially if you do a lot of overtime. This is a good way to like have extra food to dispense just to hold your pet until you get home. I also think it's really great for those of us that are heading back into the office and miss our pets, want to check up on our pets, but we don't want to get like 5 different cameras to look around the house. This is like a great all-in-one. You have the camera, you can speak to them, and you can dispense treats. Overall, I recommend it to anyone who's looking for a pet treat dispenser with the camera. If you're interested in this product, I will link it down below. Alright guys, I hope you guys found this review helpful. Thank you for watching and we'll catch you in our next video. Bye! You want a snack? Let's snack it up. Let's snack it up.